Hi, this is Larry with Man Cave Mayhem. Today we're going to be working on the Triumph Scrambler, the 2022 Triumph Scrambler. And what I'm doing today, I really like the look of this low fender. I know a lot of people love having these fenders raised up, but what happens is you lose protection on the radiator when you have debris and stuff flying up from your front wheel. So I just kind of want to show you that. This tends to protect the radiator a little more from mud and debris, and the last thing you want is a bunch of mud here on that radiator clogging it up and creating problems for cooling, which can happen. Even when you raise this fender, they make a low fender that kind of guards the radiator, so it kind of defeats the purpose as far as I'm concerned. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know, but I do like the look of the low fender. One thing I did want to do though is protect this radiator a little more, and so I purchased from Triumph their little mud guard that comes down a little further. Now the way that attaches is, it looks like with just double-sided 3M tape. So we'll see how long that lasts. I hope it does well, but we're going to go ahead and get that installed right now. I'm going to show you what came with the kit. It's not very involved at all. We got the Triumph mud flap here. So here's the Triumph mud flap. It's got a nice little Triumph logo on it, which means nothing to me because you're not going to see it. But that kind of, it's basically a fender extender. So that, and you got the 3M tape, which I'm assuming adheres to this right here and to the inside of the fender. And they even give you an alcohol swab to clean the fender and the contact surfaces. So not going to be a real difficult install by any means, but I wanted you guys to see how it works. And so we're going to get this going, get this fender installed, and we'll show you the end results and what that looks like. One thing you want to do for sure always is test fit everything, and this thing fits like a glove. So we're gonna test fit that, test fit complete. Now we're gonna take that alcohol swab and rub under here and get this real clean underneath. All right, now I've got the adhesive attached to the fender extender, or whatever you want to call it, the mud flap, and we're going to just take this last part of the adhesive off and stick it to the front fender on the bike. You want to make sure of is when you place this thing, you place it in a spot you want to keep it, because this stuff, in my experience, is pretty strong crap. So I'm just going to run it up under here. Oh yeah, it's very sticky. And it wants to stay in place once you get it there. I'm just going around and checking it to make sure it's really adhered to that fender, because we don't want to lose it down the road, do we now? And there it is. Simple as that. That's kind of what it looks like, and that's how far it extends it down on the tire, which I feel keeps it away from your radiator a little more and keeps the mud off your bike a little more, which is nice. And it'll keep it maybe more down towards the bash plate. You know? All right, so that about does it for the fender extender, the Triumph fender extender. I guess you could call it that, right? Fender extender or mud flap. It doesn't really flap. It's kind of hard. It's a hard plastic, a hard ABS or some type of plastic like that. But anyhow, looks like it's gonna work for me. Could be made of an aircraft material too, who knows. Anyhow, if you haven't yet, don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to share my videos, and please subscribe. It helps my channel out a lot. And just remember, I'm just a man in a cave causing mayhem. Thanks again for watching, folks.